Amazing. Right. So let's get started. Imagine, imagine waking up every day feeling energized, feeling focused, and ready to conquer whatever it is that comes your way. Now, a lot of us will look at that and think, that sounds like a lot of hard work. That's not reality. But what if I told you that that's not magic, that's not luck, that is simply, you can have that life simply by having the power through the power of your habits. This is the thing, the small, consistent choices that you make every day, from the way you start your morning to how you wind down at night. So, having a strong morning routine, but equally having a strong nighttime routine, these are the building blocks of your success. And the quality of your life isn't determined by chance. The quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your habits. So tonight we're going to dive in and discover how simple but powerful routines can transform your life from being mediocre to being absolutely amazing. And here's the thing, the quality of our life often depends on the quality of our habits. You might want to write that one down. The quality of our lives often depends on the quality of our habits. So this is where the interaction comes in. This is what I'm looking for. Drop a one in the chat if you're ready to find out how our habits build greatness. Lola was straight in there. Amazing. Melanie, I see you as well. Shane, Dillip, amazing, amazing. Come on, come on. I like their interaction. Faster, faster. Jessica, Karen, Nahima, Seema, brilliant. This is how I like it. And drop a two in the chat. Drop a two in the chat if you're ready to unlock the life you deserve by building the right habits. And the twos are already coming in. Musa, Kara, Nick, Vivian, Jessica, amazing. Dillip, this is how I like it. Louisa, I see you there. This is how I like it. I love the interaction. So before I continue, let me introduce myself. My name is Michelle Jenny. I am an identity mentor. I'm also a business coach. And I am a wife and mother. I had to take off my jacket more, but getting hot. I'm a wife and mother. I do all sorts of stuff. But basically, I help you to discover your true self. Okay, I help to shift your mindset, to build up your self-esteem and your confidence, so that you can go on to achieve your goals and build thriving businesses. Okay, absolutely brilliant. And if you're anything like me, you are going to want to grab a pen and paper because you are going to want to take notes. It is my belief that the information that I share on these calls can change your life immediately if you put them into action. If you put them into action. So, with that being said, I was ready to kick off and let's start. The first thing I want to talk about is habits shape our identity. Now, I mentioned that I was an identity mentor, so of course, this was the first thing that I had to talk about. Identity. Habits shape our identity. Okay. The habits we consistently follow, they really determine who we are, right? So, positive habits reinforce who you want to be. While if you have negative habits, it can really limit getting to the person that you want to be. So, what we do defines who we are. And the actions that we take over and over, they reflect our self-image. They reflect what we think of ourselves. So if you consistently, this is an example, if you consistently wake up to exercise, you will start to see yourself as a disciplined and healthy person, right? But on the other hand, if you're skipping your exercise, if you're skipping your commitments to yourself, if you see yourself as unreliable, other people will see you as unreliable as well. Okay. And the other thing is identity drives your behavior. So once a habit aligns with your identity, with who you want to be, it becomes easier to maintain. So if you start to see yourself as someone who prioritizes a personal growth, what you're going to do is you're more likely to adopt habits that will confirm that you're into personal growth. So if you're into personal growth, you're going to start, say, reading more. You're going to start journaling more. You're going to start learning new skills because you're telling yourself that you're into personal growth. So therefore, you will become the person that is into personal growth. Does that make sense? Drop a one in the chat if you're feeling that. Drop a one in the chat if you know you need to bring your habits in to shape your identity, to be the person who you want to be. And I'm so glad to see all those ones because I've got some homework for you later based on this. So that's going to be exciting. Number two, small daily actions create big results. Okay, so success comes from small, consistent actions which compound over time. So, again, if you're into personal growth, reading 10 pages a day, for example, will compound into you reading a whole book. And I say 10 pages a day because that's part of my 75-hour challenge. I have to read 10 pages a day. Okay, or another one would be saving a small amount of money every week eventually adds up to a lot more money, right? So that is the power of compounding small, consistent actions that might seem insignificant at first, but over time, they just create some amazing growth, okay? The other thing I want to talk about is sustainable progress. Sustainable progress beats sudden bursts of progress, okay? So it's like you just build up to it. So grand efforts, big efforts are quite often unsustainable, right? You can't keep them up. And it really leads to burnout sometimes. However, if you're being steady in your habits, they become more manageable and then you tend to keep them for longer. You tend to make sure that they're lasting. Okay. Drop a two in the chat. Drop a two in the chat if that makes sense. If you know you need to start taking small steps, small steps. Seema, I saw your question about the 75-hour challenge. I'll message you after about that. I'll talk about it at the end. I see all the twos coming in. Tim, Dylan, Musa, Nihama, Kara, Emmy. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I see all those twos coming in. Now, good habits, having good habits helps to reduce decision fatigue. Okay, so we all make X amount of decisions per day, but we can only make X amount of good decisions per day. So if you are making, let's make an average, if you're making 10 decisions a day, for example, only three of them are going to be good decisions. That's what the research says, right? So positive, if you have positive habits and good habits, that kind of automates your daily routines, which takes out the need to make constant decisions. And what this does is it reduces the mental load of having to make decisions and it leaves more energy and creates creativeness so that you can make better decisions on the bigger things. Okay, so what that means is automation frees up mental energy, right? So when your good habits become automatic, you're no longer wasting energy debating daily decisions. Okay, so daily things like, for example, if on the beginning of the week, Sunday, you decide what you're eating every day, what you plan your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and you do that every day, then you don't have to make those decisions during the week, right? So that leaves more mental capacity for you to make more important decisions during the week. Okay, routines simplify life. So consistent habits create structure, right? And this reduces chaos and it reduces uncertainty. So, for instance, I was talking about morning routines earlier, right? So, a morning routine that includes meditation, includes planning, includes a healthy breakfast, for example, sets a calm and focused tone for your entire day. And that means you have fewer decisions to make. And that also means your mind is sharper and ready for bigger challenges. So who on this call, drop a three in the chat if you know you need to start putting some things in to help automate your decisions so that, oh, they're coming in already. So that you don't have to use that brain power, waste that brain power on simple decisions. You can use that on big decisions instead. And I see those responses coming in. The threes came in there thick and fast before I even finished the question. Absolutely love it. So transformation. Keystone habits drive transformation. So there's some habits out there, and I'm talking habits like exercise, habits like journaling. These really trigger positive ripple effects in other areas of your life, right? So keystone habits are powerful because they trigger those changes, right? And they can trigger them in multiple areas of your life. And they really help to build momentum as well. So keystone habits generate a sense of accomplishment. And when you accomplish things, it motivates you, right? Because you finish some of the stuff. And because you finish stuff, you then adopt more good habits so that you can accomplish more stuff so that you can feel even better. So it gives you that domino effect. So let's give you an example. Journaling every morning, right? If you journal every morning, what that might lead to is better self reflection, right? What that might lead to is better goal setting. What that might lead to is better time management. So by focusing on one thing, which is journaling, one impactful habit of journaling, you can unlock transformative change across your entire lifestyle. So your entire lifestyle can transform from one simple habit. Drop a 4 in the chat if you know you need to go and get some keystone habits, some basic habits that will make the rest of your life easier. Emmy, Seema, Terry, Shane, Melanie, wow, they came in fast. Naomi, Amalfi, John, wow, those fours came in there fast. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is what I love to see. I love the interaction. The interaction gets me fired up. Let's talk about our environment. Our environment is so important. Your environment can make or break you. Okay. So our surroundings really influence our habits. So if you think about in your office, a clutter-free, organized office will help you to be more productive. I know that stands for me. If I come into my office, if I've had a particular busy day and I haven't tidied up my desk the night before and I come into my office the next day, I almost can't function. I'm like, I can't think because everything's everywhere and I have to sort it all out before I can be productive. Right. And I say that to my kids as well. You need to sort your surroundings out, your bedrooms out, so that you can be productive, your study desk, especially. So your surroundings also influence your choices. So the environment that you live and work in can support your habits or sabotage your habits. Okay. So here's one with snacks. If you keep healthy snacks visible, you'll have you make healthy choices, right? But if you keep junk food visible, you'll make healthy choices. Also, if you think about sometimes even in your demographic, if you live in an area where there's lots of negativity, where people are always, Debbie Downers, you eventually, as much as you attempt to have that positive outlook on life, the negativity will get to you. You have to be a really strong person to be able to outshine and get rid of that negativity when you're just surrounded by it constantly. You have to have the right mindset. The good news is you are not a tree. You can get up and move. So that is always a good thing. John says he's surrounded by ducks, keeping me awake late. Bless you. Need to keep away as much as possible and only interact when totally necessary. That's the right mindset, John. That is exactly what I'm talking about. You need to have that mindset. So when you're around the ducks, when you're around the negative people, you keep that eagle mindset and it keeps you going. Okay. So this is the thing about your environment. You can design it for success. Okay. And you can have your good habits in order to keep your environment successful. So for instance, and again, I'm talking about myself a lot in the 75 challenge, but when I'm getting up in the morning to do my first workout, I make sure that my workout clothes are within reach. Okay, so that is giving me the right environment to want to work out. I don't have a choice. I have to work out. The clothes are right there. Okay, so in the morning, when I get up, I can grab them straight away. So the bottom line here is by shaping your surroundings and having the right environment around you, it will shape your behavior. What number are we on? Drop a 5 in the chat. Drop a 5 in the chat if you know we need to start shaping our habits to make our environment better. Darlene, Shane, A, Melanie, I see those 5s coming in. Vivian, amazing. Nick, Dilip, Seema, amazing, amazing, amazing. Those 5s are still coming in. And so this is the last one I'm going to talk about tonight. This is the last one I'm going to talk about tonight. Got through this quite quickly today. Reflecting and adapting habits ensures growth. Reflecting and adapting habits ensures growth. Okay, so regularly reviewing your habits helps us to really identify what works and what doesn't work. And it allows us to adapt and stay aligned with our goals, right? So self-awareness fuels improvement. This is what you get from reflecting, right? Self-awareness will fuel your improvement. So regularly reflecting on your habits helps you to identify what's working for you and what's not. Because sometimes we get in a rut and we just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and not seeing results. But we know what the definition of insanity is, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting to get different results. So this is why we need to reflect and adapt our habits, right? So if you notice a habit, like say late night snacking, is affecting your sleep, stop late night snacking. It's kind of simple, right? But your self-awareness will allow you to fine-tune your habits to align better with your goals. And the other thing is adapting to change really helps you to maintain momentum. So life changes. Life changes. And when your life changes, your habits should change to reflect what's going on in your life. So what worked for you 1 year ago might not suit your current circumstances. And it could be that maybe when you started your business, you did everything in your business. And at that time, it suited you and it was absolutely fine and it worked. But as your business grows, for example, you can't do everything. So you need to evolve. You need to evolve and maybe hire a PA or a driver or something else. But you just need to make the changes in order to keep up with the momentum and in order to keep up with your goals. So, for example, as your schedule changes, you might shift your workout from mornings to evenings. That's another example. And I keep talking about exercise. Next week it won't be so exercise focused, I promise. But and when your life changes, like I said, if your schedule changes and you're used to working out in the morning, maybe you have to work out in the evening or vice versa. So you need to make sure that you're flexible because flexibility ensures your habits stay relevant and effective and it supports continuous growth. So drop a 6 in the chat if after this call you're going to go and reflect on some of your habits. Yeah, the 6s came in there real quick. You're going to go and reflect on some of your habits so that you can adapt them to make sure that your growth is continuing, to make sure that your habits are still aligned with your goals. And I see John, Musa, Molly, Dilla, Vivian, Darlene, Melanie, they just came in there real fast. Amazing, amazing. I'm loving this interaction, guys. You guys are amazing. So I always end off with a quote. And my quote today is by Aristotle. Oh, I can't see it. Hold on. My quote today is by Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So, what this is really highlighting is the idea that our actions, when repeated consistently, shape who we are. So, excellence isn't achieved by one grand thing, one big gesture, or one big moment of brilliance. It is a result of small, intentional habits practiced over time. Okay? So, for example, being a great leader, an athlete, or a great artist isn't about one extraordinary day. It's about showing up daily with discipline and with focus. Okay? And habits are the pathway to excellence. So, in this quote, what Aristotle emphasizes is that success is built on the foundation of habits. Okay, your success is built on your foundation of your habits. And if we repeatedly engage in positive behaviors, and when I say positive behaviors, I'm talking about things like learning, like exercising, like practicing kindness. What happens is we naturally grow into the person of excellence. Okay, we naturally grow into the identity that we want to grow into. Okay, so conversely, on the other hand, negative habits can lead us away from greatness. Okay, so I really like this quote because it really is a powerful reminder to focus on building habits, building good habits and habits that align with the life that I want to live. So this is why I chose this quote today because this is one of my favorites because of that. This is one of my favorites because of that. It is a great quote, Shane, isn't it? You can take a screenshot of it. Take a screenshot so you can see it, so you can remember it. I'll leave it up there for a few more seconds. But yeah, but this is all about cultivating those habits that really allow you to be the person that you envision yourself being. Food, 10,000 perfect actions equals mastery. I love that, John. You know what? You guys always give me really good stats, really good quotes, really good everything when I'm talking. I really love you guys. Right. Now, I've got some homework for you. I've got some homework, and I don't normally give homework, but I'm giving homework. I'm giving homework tonight. So, my first thing that I spoke about, my first point was we were talking about shaping our identity. And as an identity mentor and as someone that helps you find your identity, I want you to shape your identity, okay? So the habits we consistently follow define who we are. John says he loves homework. Good. So positive habits reinforce our desired identity, who we want to be, while negative habits limit our potential, right? This is how we started. Sometimes we don't have the habits we want to have. Okay, so for this homework, I want you, let me click it so it comes up. Hang on. I want you to write down the identity you want to have. Okay, I want you to write down your ideal identity, right? And I want you to write it down as if it has already happened. So, like, I am already this person. I like to start my sentences with, I am so happy and grateful now. And then I will write what it is, right? And once you know who you want to be, you can form the habits of the ideal you. Is everybody with me? Drop one in the chat if you're with me. Drop a one in the chat if you're with me. You get okay, brilliant. So I'm going to give you an example of one that I wrote a few years back. Okay, and I still say this up until today. A lot of it has come true. Some of it I'm still working on, but I won't tell you which is which. So what I wrote down and what I say is, I am so happy and grateful now. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. to exercise and meditate. I take pride in my appearance and I dress for success every day. I plan my meals and only eat healthy and nutritious foods. My accent is clear and concise. I articulate myself well. I am surrounded by supportive people who see my value, who see my ambition, and who believe in my ability. I make decisions quickly and act on them. I generate a seven-figure income from expected and unexpected sources. I am living my best possible life. It is done. So that is something that I would read to myself every day. And you know what? A lot of it has come true. A lot of it has come true. So when you create the person that you want to be, when you decide on the identity that you want to have, you can then form the habits to make you into that person. Okay, so I'm expecting to see some homework. You guys can message it to me directly if you're happy to share it in the groups. You can share it in the groups. You can share it in school if you're happy to. If you don't want to share it, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to share it. But I want you guys to each have a statement of the ideal identity you want to be. Then you can print it out, you can read it into your phone, and then listen to yourself saying it. You can say it in the mirror. You can do whatever it is you want to do, but you will have that statement and you will have something to work towards. Okay? How does that sound, everybody? How does that sound? If you're going to be doing that, drop a yes in the chat for me. If you are going to be making your statements, yes, I can see how the yeses come in. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, says now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right. So, please can you share in the WhatsApp the structure at the beginning and the end? Okay, Kelly, I'll share that in the WhatsApp for you. No problem. No problem. Right. So this has been recorded. I put all of my recordings into my school group, Wealth Pioneers. Okay, so I'm going to invite each and every one of you. I know a lot of you are already in there, but I've seen some new names today. To join my exclusive group. It's invitation only. You know, this is where I have all the repeats of my sessions. The ones that I did last year are there as well. And the group is really designed for you if you are ready to take control of your confidence, build or reclaim your identity, or even unlock new income streams. Okay. So you'll have like mindset transformation strategies, innovative income ideas, a supportive community is like it's all there. And do you know what? What did my thing say? It said that I have a supportive community around me. I will tell you this, when I wrote that, I did not have a supportive community around me, and now I do. Now I have all of you guys. So whether you're looking to build your financial independence or overcome your limiting beliefs or whatever, the link is there. The link is there for you. Click the link and I will give you access into the group. Just going to end off by saying now I have really enjoyed talking to you tonight about forming your habits, having good habits. I'm looking forward to seeing your statements. So definitely send them over to me. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. On Instagram, just look for Michelle Jamie. That would be me. And of course, the link for school is in there as well. If you happen to be on the recording on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And make sure you join in next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time. You can invite anyone to this call who needs a push to start their week off right. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. Love speaking to you, love the interaction, and enjoy the rest of your week. And thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very positive session. Wow, amazing. Thank you. This is the Kickstart Your Week Right. This is the Kickstart Your Week Right. What we're all doing is forming the right habits so that we can all have success in 2025 together. Thank you, Dilla. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So enjoy the rest of your night, guys. And Seema, I'm going to message you about the 75 hard challenge. You're welcome. You're welcome. Great session, guys. Thanks for being on. Absolutely loving you. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, let me stop the recording. Have a good night, everyone. Love you guys loads. See you in the chat. And anyone that is not a part, who is not an eagle and wants to be an eagle, message me and I will hook you up. I will definitely hook you up and let you know how to become an eagle if you're not already one. John, again, love that picture. Love the eagle over your head. It is so cool. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.